I'd actually say it's a big community. I'd say it's the longest village in the country, the Waterways, because you get all sorts of walks of life living on boats, but you're all nuts, the same sort of nuts to live on a boat, so you sort of all got something in common. So I've actually met people as far like on the K&A and sort of up on the Liverpool, and I've bumped into them down here, and it's been quite nice. You know, how are you doing? You know, they'll stop over and we'll have a beer and a catch up and stuff. So you sort of get to know people, and then you'll see them like maybe a couple of years later, and they'll come past on their boat, and often it's the boat you recognise before the people as well.
We started from a place called Aldercote, near Tamworth in the Midlands, and we've come down to a place called Braunston, and then to Longbuckby Wharf, where we've loaded, and then we've come down the Oxford Canal to, funnily enough, Oxford, and now we're out on the Thames. I think this is the equivalent of one flight. Torremolinos, isn't it, these two boats?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be moving on to this soon, but he's taken forever because of the pub being right outside. I'm saving a lot more living in a boat than I would ever do in a flat or a house, especially in Oxford because it's very expensive. And you've got that Tom Tug boat. That's the sort of blue, looks like it's got a nice big front porch bit, and that's based on Cadbury's boats. Those planks would have gone all the way back up to the engine room, and those boats stored the cocoa and sugar for the Cadbury's factories, and they were the only boats that ran 24/7. Because heavens forbid we run out of chocolate in this country, all hell would break loose.
Up to the pubs of Jericho, down to the bottom of Blackjack's hole. Here's to the man makes the riverboat roll. Here's to the man at the wheel. Up to the pub.
So I bought this boat with a view to doing it up and then providing low-cost accommodation to the young people around. I thought that because I'm the chair of a housing association, and you couldn't have met a nicer bunch of people, but they thought it'd be a good idea for me to be the chair. So what does that say? So anyway, I started up with this thing, and it's taken some time, but we'll get there one day. And in the meantime, I'm having a great time. This community is fantastic. It's better than a town community.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Good.
How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. You know, things kind of get me down, but you know, you try and be strong, don't you? And,
Yeah.
you know, so good to see you.
And the dog's looking nice.
Yes, she is.
Well, she took herself a lover, hands the colour of coal. Canalcaholic gypsy brother with the Briggs and Stratton soul.
It makes sense to get on and know other people's business. That's how we make sure we're all well and okay and not doing anything they're not supposed to. and it's fine that way. Did shut the riverways down. I thought about suing them too, you know, because you shut down the riverways, I can't go anywhere, can I? So what's the point of my license? Can you imagine how many people would get on that bandwagon? But I've got other fish to fry now. I love upcycling, so I thought I'd use these to make some shelves for the boat. Because you need somewhere to put things on. 9 months later, I've finally got round to it. Boat needs shelves, you know. I know a couple that were in that situation, and she wanted him to put shelves up. And he was, that's not my thing, but I'll do it for you. But, you know, we'll come to some arrangement. And they had some arrangement. And I I read that some couples come to that sort of arrangement. You know, you put the shelves up and you'll get 2 weeks of nookie, or here's 3 special tokens, and that was it. And we're in a couple. Who can argue with that? It's their private business, and it was fine. And so this one, she's like, yeah, okay, I'll put some dungarees on. I won't wear much else. I'll be your little helper, yeah? And she said, yeah, okay, that sounds like fun. And they had fun doing it. They had loads of fun. And the shelves, they stayed up for decades.
Obviously, it's not the greatest of living situations. Living on boats, you do have a lot of things like waste, toilet waste, and all the rest of it. And it's a bit of a mission to get anywhere sometimes. You know, Towpath isn't always coastal or road. I'm a Canalcaholic through and through, so just someone who just loves being on the water, boats, and sort of river folk type thing. So yeah, it's good. Yeah, I really enjoy it. I don't think I could ever live in bricks again.
Say it's only a paper moon sailing over a cardboard sea, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Yes, it's only a canvas sky